Yo, what's up, good people? It's Thursday night. Coming to you live and direct. It's AA Sports, straight sports, no goddamn chaser. Got the super team of sports talk here tonight with y'all as usual. I'm one half of it, Diego Barishnikov, the Black Dominican Russian. Here with my main man, my partner in crime, A1 since day one, 6 foot and under post-up champ.
What's good people? It's the other A&A Sports, Uncle Hate. No pump fakes tonight. I got up and unders for him. But we here. It's our pick show.
There it is. Y'all know how we do on Thursdays, right before the kickoff of the Thursday night games. We are here to deliver our week 4 picks this evening for y'all for the whole NFL week. Got some other NFL tidbits to go over. We're going to rank some bad teams. We got a couple new segments for y'all a little bit later in this condensed show. But we're going to get right on into it. First order of business. Your man.
Which one?
Mr. Pinstripe Suit.
You talking about Ricky P?
Ricky P.
Teflon coach?
Yeah.
He done this time. I mentioned him the other night on the show, people. I gave him a chump off top. Before the folks even fired him, I gave him a chump because they had to do it. Rick Pitino got let go yesterday. Well, they said they were putting him on unpaid administrative leave, which basically means we're trying to work out the work so you can't get all that bread we owe you. He's done. He's done. He been skating. Man, them folks know him directly in all this shit. And, of course, he done came out and said he didn't know nothing about it. You know, this, that, and the third. It's bad shit, man. Rick Pitino was a good coach, good ball coach. 2 titles to his name, but got caught with your hand in the cookie jar. One time too many.
Yeah, I mean, and it's going to be interesting. I mean, they right now, you know, you got, I guess Pitino's the biggest name to come out so far. So
it's going to get deep.
Yeah, they're making him the poster boy. But, I mean, it's if you've been following college basketball for any amount of time, you know that this kind of stuff has been going on for a minute. It's just a matter of, like you said, them getting caught now. And the feds getting involved. You know, the feds are able to do things and investigate in certain ways that the NCAA can't. I think, you know, without, you know, because I want to wait for some more information to come out. I want to see some more names. I want to see how long this list going to grow.
Oh, yeah. It's going to get deep.
You know, at some point, just the conspiracy theorist in me, the skepticism in me, thinks that since the NCAA couldn't do certain things, you know, as far as, you know, wiretapping and getting subpoenas and all of that, I think somebody's probably snitched.
Oh, they already said they had a dude.
Oh, okay.
They had a dude in custody, and he gave up all this other shit. This came from a snitch. All of this.
From within inside the NCAA, though?
I believe he was tied to some folks outside of the NCAA, so he gave the feds the NCAA a couple of years ago, and that's when they started looking into him. I mean, this was like a wire type case. Well, they've been working for a couple of years now. But
right, this ain't nothing that they just popped up on.
Let me get this out there too. He got caught out there, but let me be very clear. I ain't got no problem with what they did. Pay them cats. I mean, that's $1 million business. Hell, billion in some cases.
Right.
I ain't got no problem with that. They just got caught out there. But I was thinking about it this way. If they clean this shit up the way they claim they're going to, watch how that number of cats going to Europe for that year goes up. Because if I'm not going to get paid and I'm going to go to pretend I'm going to school, I can go to Europe for a year.
Yep. I mean, yeah, you very well could. So it's it's going to be interesting to see how, you know, the fallout. But, you know, those NCAA rules, you know, the Title IX, all that shit is so outdated.
Yeah.
You know, they should have been rewrote the script on that. So maybe now they'll actually do something because now they got a Fed case and it makes the NCAA look bad to certain people. I don't give a shit.
I don't care at all. I know Bruce Pearl is next. I gave him a chump Tuesday night too. Chuck Person ain't taking that fall dolo. He's not. You're next. But I see they served Nike with a warrant today. They were just a beat the other day. But you know, let them kids live, man. Giving them a couple pair of sneakers and some gear, and they can eat all the food they want in the cafeteria to close at 11 o'clock, and the coach is making $5-10 million a year. Let them kids live, man. Let them live.
I agree. All
right. This is another extension of open bars.
Okay.
Rest in peace to Hugh Hefner. The owner and creator of Playboy died yesterday, I believe. 91 years old. Hey man, he started Playboy with $600 of his own and $1,000 from his mom, and he made some bread. Shout out to him, boy. Could you what give or take 3,000 give or take
Talking about Hugh body count.
body count?
Oh, he was what in his 90s?
91 with blue pills.
3,000. I
Oh,
was about to say 3,000 may not even be doing it justice.
damn. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. All right, let's get on to these tidbits real quick. All right, I'm gonna come to you on this one. Ray Lewis. I gotta laugh at this shit because he looks so lame at the game Sunday.
He looked lame at the game. I said, we know in our group chat outside of this, I texted him, I was like, why does he look like he just came from the club drunk? I mean, shirt tail out.
Right.
And why the fuck is he on both knees?
He went straight to the 7 a.m. service from the club.
You know,
left the club, went to Waffle House, went to church.
Right. Right. So he already looked like a clown then. And then, his comments coming out talking about, I still didn't kneel. I was on both knees because I wanted to pray to God. God in the midst of chaos.
I dropped on 2 knees, both knees, so I can simply honor God in the midst of chaos.
I saw that shit last night on my phone. I just dropped my phone. I couldn't do nothing but bust out and start laughing.
Okay. We're talking about Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis was like a hero for the brothers. Have you seen somebody that you can recall the last 5-10 years fall off like this to where brothers just is like?
I mean, not off the top of my head, I can't. But yeah, man, you.
And they had to put security around the statue, cuz as of this morning, 50,000 folks signed that shit removed. 50,000. That's ridiculous.
Right. Now it would be interesting.
Can he come out? Can he come back from this? What you think?
I mean, the statue probably not going anywhere. But the people who signed the petition is probably a mix of both crowds. But it's probably mostly people that are against people kneeling during the national anthem.
Right.
Just like the whole DirecTV thing, and all that is probably the opposition or his side,
right,
signing that petition. Because bros, man, we ain't got time to be signing a petition over that kind.
I ain't signing that shit.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for that. That man got a statue as a football player.
Right.
You can't take away his accomplishments as a football player, no matter how much of an ass or a clown or I hate to use I hate when people they overusing the hell out of the word coon now.
Very much so. He's not cooning. He's just moving like a sucker right now. I don't believe your current sucker moves erase the real shit you did years ago.
Right.
He's just moving like a sucker now.
Right. He didn't get that statue for being some kind of model citizen in the community, and that, well, part of it was probably that, but mostly for his play on the field. So,
hey, people, Ray Lewis is winning at the end of the day because he could have went to jail for that shit in Atlanta a long time ago. So y'all may hate him right now. He winning in life either way. So
right. In Baltimore, he bought the 2 Super Bowls. 2.
Well, that and deer antler spray. Shout out to it.
And that deer antler spray was on point, boy. I need to find me another ball. Remember when I was on the deer antler spray?
I remember. Hey, that guy Ray Lewis broke his damn arm. He played like 3-4 weeks. So, hey, shout out to it. All right, big dog. We got some 0-3 teams.
We do. Mine being one of them.
I'm gonna give you these 0-3 teams. I want you to rank them for me.
Okay.
We got the Cincinnati Bengals, the Cleveland Browns, the LA Chargers, the New York Giants, and your San Francisco 49ers.
Okay.
Who would you say is the best team out of that little grouping?
Ranking them 1 to 5, I'm gonna go Chargers, Giants, Bengals, Niners, Browns. The Chargers are doing their usual thing, losing close games. New York, the Giants didn't even look like a football team the first 2 weeks. Last week they did, but they fell short. And then the other three teams, Cincinnati was already, to me, one of those fringe teams, kind of a 7-9, 8-8 team anyway. So they doing what I pretty much expected them to do. And the Browns and the 49ers are both obviously in rebuilding situations.
Yeah, I just thought about that. I shouldn't have let them on there, but yeah, the Chargers should not be 0-3. And Phillip Rivers looked bad Sunday. He looked bad. I mean, hella picks. But I mean, he only has 4 for the season. I believe he threw all 4 of them in that last game.
Did he throw them all last game?
I believe he threw them all last game. 3 of them in the first half. But you're gonna get that type of game from him maybe once or twice a year. Maybe once or twice.
More than that, that's baby Brett Favre.
But the funny thing I noticed about this though, Eli's been sacked 8 times. Deshaun Kaiser, 10, Dalton 11. Hoyer got sacked 10 times. Phillip Rivers ain't really been touched much this season. Only 4 sacks.
Yeah, I mean, he only got 4 sacks. I'm not, but we got to. I wonder if they keep. I think they do. I think Football Reference probably will have it if anybody says. We have pressures and hits. I ain't ESPN to have it, but I will check Football Reference next week, and we'll have some quarterback pressure and hit stats for y'all.
Who gets the win this Sunday?
Out of these 4 teams right here,
yeah.
I have. I got the. When we get to our picks, but I got the Chargers and Giants winning this week.
Ooh. Oh, we differ on that game.
Oh yeah, a bunch of.
Oh, we do.
A couple of.
Good. Go aggressive. I need to catch up. Go aggressive.
Oh, I'm trying to extend this lead out here.
It's all good. All right, we got some 1 and 2 teams.
Okay.
Got the Bears, Saints, Cardinals, Seattle. You know what? Let me change this up real quick because it don't matter. The Bears, the Saints, the Cardinals, Seattle, the Colts, the Texans. We're not going to mention that last team because they're the Jets.
Hey, man, they beat Miami last week, man. Put them on in there. They could possibly win this week, too.
Who the hell they play? Who they play this week? They could beat the Jaguars. They sure could.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll keep them on there, the Jets. Who's the best out of these 1 and 2 teams?
Texans.
Yeah, okay, I can go with that. I really like this Bears team. I don't know why it's like they play hard. They should be 2-1. They shouldn't have lost that game to Atlanta.
Right.
And I don't care for their quarterback, but some kind of way they're making it work outside of their quarterback. But I don't like anything I've seen out of Seattle this year. The Colts are pretty much on the Andrew Luck hangover.
Right.
Saints could be 2-2 this week. I mean, I picked them to go beat Miami and England.
Yeah, I mean, the Saints and the Cardinals, they about the same. To me, the Bears got a good young defense. I'm just not sold on them after 3 games.
No.
Because early in the season is when team, like middle of the road, bad teams sneak some stuff in there.
Yeah.
People figure them out. It's just a quarterback situation. That offense is what I'm not.
I'm not sold on them going far. Hell, I ain't expect them to win. They ain't going to the playoffs. It's just I'm real surprised at how well this defense has played. Pittsburgh,
they played good last year.
Yeah, it was solid. It was solid.
Yeah, I still for whatever reason think Seattle's going to rebound, just because of the fact it's a weak division. And I think eventually the more offensive line plays together, they start to gel a little bit better. So, we talk about them having a bad line, the Giants. They're not going to look as bad as they looked the first couple of weeks throughout the whole season, I don't think.
No.
So, eventually that'll probably turn around, and Seattle can always depend on their defense in most cases until Richard Sherman start acting a damn fool because he lost his damn mind last week.
Man, I tell you what, I think we talked about this before the season started. Ain't nobody scared of them no more.
No.
Nobody's scared of them. That they do a whole lot of wolfing, and ain't much behind it anymore. Because you cannot explain to me how a dude who came in with a fucked up hamstring ran a 75-yard touchdown on y'all. You can't explain that to me. It just doesn't work that way. But we'll see. We shall see. Did we touch funny money? Tuesday?
No. We saved that. We saved that for this week. So we got a couple new segments, people, as we mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast. One of them is funny money teams. The funny Geneva watch with the Ferrari kit. It looked good in the club, that watch with all them fake ass diamonds, but it ain't got no value to it. It ain't holding no weight. So we're gonna go over a couple teams, our funny money teams. Who you got?
It pains me to give funny money. It pains me to give a funny money to my team, but
okay, I'm glad you're doing it because I damn sure had them on the list.
Boy, we counterfeit money. I said it last week. I said that 2-0 is probably the weakest 2-0 I can recall. But to turn around and let the Saints whoop our ass the way they did at home.
Yeah.
I mean, technically this is Cam's preseason, but we look funny right now. Funny money.
Yeah. Y'all don't look very good right now.
Not at all. We're gonna lose Sunday, so at least we'll be 500. Hopefully the rust will be done wore off after this last one, and we can go from there.
Right.
I got Baltimore. I like what that defense was doing the first 2 weeks. Offense was so-so. But go over there to England at 9 in the morning and get your ass whooped by the Jacksonville Jaguars and a tight end whose name I ain't heard in the better part of 3 years.
Right.
And look, man, I ain't even gonna say this Lewis is still on that team.
Right. I thought he was out the league. But okay. So yeah, I definitely had the Panthers. We talking about the Jags. I got the Jags on this list.
That's funny.
I think that's a little bit of funny money. Not as bad as some teams, but I think that's a little bit of funny money. That the defense is young and doing their thing right now. The offense still got to catch up. I also got another 2-1 team on here. Buffalo. How the hell are they 2-1?
Well, Trap Game Sunday was his last week.
Yeah.
Buffalo always seems to catch that West Coast team flying across the country to play them at 1 o'clock. Yeah. They always catch them and win. The Jets, you're supposed to beat them week 1. You're supposed to.
Right.
So, they'll be back to reality soon because Tyrod Taylor's not that good. And their wide receivers aren't that good. And that's a mess. So, yeah, that's funny money. Very much so.
I got one I want to ask you about. I'm kind of on the fence about them. I don't know if it's just me hating or what, but I got the Rams on this list. Now, as well as they have played, same token, competition level, I don't think has really been there either.
Oh, bro, we about to find out about them. We about to find out. They got a murderous row of teams coming up. We're going to find out everything we need to know about Jared Goff, Todd Gurley. They about to play some real teams.
Okay, I'm trying to pull up their schedule really fast.
You said it a couple times on the show. Fantasy sometimes speaks to reality in a lot of cases. Almost every fantasy analyst I've heard is telling people to get out of the Todd Gurley business right now. Sell high.
Why?
What they got coming on. Sell high. Because of that damn schedule.
Definitely makes sense. So let's pull up. Okay, so I finally got the schedule up. Okay, yeah, they played the Colts, Rams. Yeah, they played the Colts, Redskins, and 49ers so far. So they beat the Colts and the 49ers. Coming up, they've got the Cowboys. They got the Seahawks coming in at home. They got to go to Jacksonville, Arizona, then a bye week. Giants, Texans, Vikings, Saints, Cardinals, Eagles, Seahawks. Man, stop.
They're going to be right back in the top 10 next week.
Like you said, yeah, we're going to find out about them real soon.
Real soon.
Those are the funny money teams, people that we got from this week.
I had one I was on the fence about.
Okay.
Pittsburgh.
They're 2-1?
They 2-1, but they don't look shaky. They lost to Chicago Sunday. They look shaky as hell week 1. It's just maybe it's because Le'Veon didn't go to camp because I know they lean on him a lot. So maybe he's gonna come around this week. But they have not looked good. Yeah,
at some point, they got to get that offense. No, they got to get that offense rolling. This right now is not rolling like they wanted to roll. So, like I said, just like we was talking about Cam, he's really going through his preseason now. Kind of same thing with Le'Veon. So, these teams, you have big marquee guys sitting out, entire training camps and preseasons. When they are that much of key to the offense, that's going to hurt your team. I mean,
Right.
it's not like Le'Veon is a third receiver that held out, or even an offensive lineman, or anything like that. He is a running back, and other than the quarterback, the running back touches the ball the most out of anybody on the team.
He's a running back and their second best receiver. So
right, and they don't have a D'Angelo Williams like they had in the past to come in there and try to kickstart things. So they got to get going. But hell, 2-1, and I don't see anybody else in that division other than maybe Baltimore if they can get their offensive act together. Being in the class with Pittsburgh.
Real quick before we get off of this, is this the worst Flacco's look?
Yes.
But you know what? He's coming off an injury too, and he ain't pretty much playing camp or practice.
He had the back. Yeah, he had the back. So you're right. So
maybe I shouldn't list them in funny money, but it's hard, man. That ass whooping they took Sunday.
I mean, for right now, I think it's a valid funny money because after 2-0, a lot of people was jumping on the bandwagon, and I think you and I was like, let's wait. Yeah. Let's wait for a second. And
yeah, because their offense looked like shit week 1 when they beat Cincinnati. The defense just balled out. I want to say they had 2 pick sixes. I want to say.
So we're gonna see how they go. Big game this week against the Steelers. We know how those games normally go. They're not it's not going to be as hard hitting as they used to be. So we'll see.
All right, let's get to these picks. Outside, what did I do last week? We only picked one game different, right? And you took New Orleans.
Yeah. So I actually totaled up our standings so we can so I can keep a rolling tally of it. Last week I went 8-8. You went 7-9. We had I had the 49ers. You had the Rams. You had the Giants. I had the Eagles, and then the Saints-Panthers game.
God damn it! 61-yard field goal. I should have gained some space.
So I got a game on you last week, and I got 4 on you the previous week. So I am 29-19, and you're 24-24, right at 500. Coming in the week.
I gotta get desperate, cuz.
No, not yet. It's only 5 games. We got a long season. This is gonna be a big week right here. I know you normally start off the pick, so I'll start it off this week. I got the Packers going in, and I'm sorry, I got the Packers winning tonight. Game just kicked off. I have the I have the Dolphins going across the pond, beating the Saints. Falcons, I have them winning. I have the Bengals, Cowboys. I have the Lions over the Vikings. The Patriots over the Panthers. I've got the Jags beating the Jets. Steelers over the Ravens. I got the Houston Texans over the Titans in a close game. Got the Cardinals over my Niners. I got to be smart about this and not give a homer pick. The Chargers, I have them. I got the Giants beating Tampa Bay. The Raiders over Denver.
I'm good.
Kansas City to round out my week 4 picks. So we got about 5 games different.
You see that, people? I'm about to make up some ground this week.
About to be behind, cuz.
I'm making up some ground. I see it coming. I'm coming back here on solid ground next Thursday, cuz. Mark my words. Solid ground next Thursday. Y'all better hold me down. I can't go down double digits, this dude, people. Y'all better hold me down.
Tell them the ones you got different. I counted 5 of them, I believe.
That's it. I'm taking the Saints over the Dolphins. Okay. I'm taking the Vikings over the Lions. The Lions are not going into Minnesota and beating that defense. I'm gonna take my chances with Tampa Bay. Jameis ain't gonna throw the ball too many times to the Giants. I'm taking Denver over the Raiders. Did you see those wide receivers on Sunday night playing against Washington? And they gonna go into Denver off of a loss and ball?
It's not supposed to happen, but that's exactly why I picked them.
Bingo, bango. And I'm taking the Titans over the Texans. Deshaun Watson balled out of control last week. J.J. Watt ain't got no sacks yet. But I like what I see out this Titans team. You can hit the Texans in the mouth. You can run on them and hit them in the mouth. There's a lot of woofing on that team, too. J.J. does a lot of it. But, they should have got that game done last week. You should have won that game in Foxborough. So these are the 5 I needed to get right.
Okay. Yeah, I got the Dolphins winning over the Saints. The Dolphins are not going to have to worry about a pass rush on Cutler like they did last week against the Jets. The Saints don't bring that. So I think he's going to have more time to throw the ball, be able to find Jarvis Landry, Devontae Parker down the field. And Jay Ajayi hasn't really did anything as of yet either, where it's time for him to get going. And isn't he from London?
I don't know. I didn't know that. I know he went to Boise State. I didn't know he was from London.
I could be wrong on that. The Houston game, Houston and who the hell are they playing?
Tennessee.
That could go either way. I like what I saw out of Houston against the Patriots. So I'm thinking if they can build on that, and that game is at home, if I'm not mistaken.
It's at home. It's in Texas. It's in Houston.
Gave them a little bit of an edge there. Again, I don't think the Raiders are going to come out and lay an egg like they did last week, and I still don't really trust Trevor Siemian.
Is Marshawn Lynch going to show up or no?
I mean, the whole team got to show up. None of them showed up last week. Coach, players, water boy, nobody. So they got to get it going. Now, that Lions-Vikings game, I picked the Lions. I'm still thinking that Sam Bradford may not play.
He's not playing. So
you talk about the Vikings defense, we know they good. But the Lions defense been playing pretty well so far as well. So I think they should be able to shut Case Keenum down. But Case Keenum came out last week in ball, so who knows?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of pickup. I mean, toss-up games. It's a lot of them.
And the Bucks still got a lot of injuries, especially on defense. So that's why I took them over the Giants there.
So basically, you're saying that Odell's going to eat Brent Grimes' little ass alive Sunday.
Well, so that's a key thing. Brent Grimes didn't play last week. He ain't
playing. I'm talking about this Sunday. He's not playing this Sunday either?
Well, I'm not sure. The injury report ain't out, so I don't know. I'm going off him not playing.
Mm-hmm.
That, along with all the other starters, that I think they had 5 or 6 starters out last week due to injury. So,
damn. Yeah, you're right. Because Stephon Diggs looked like Randy Moss.
Right.
Against Tampa.
So if they still got that many injuries, that's why I picked the Giants. But if some people come back and play, then they could very well beat them. James got to stop them damn picks, though. He can't come out there like he did last week.
Sometimes they can't stop him because it's starting to look like he can't.
Hey, man, James on his own accord, man. It's one person that could probably stop James. Breezy Boo. Breezy Boo, the only person that can stop James, man.
Because they some dogs, or they ain't no puppies. They some dogs. We're going to find out if some dogs.
And them Jags some savages, or at least on defense.
All day. They should have some T-shirts for that. And you know what? I'll be done mess around and order me a Savage Jag shirt. Just to have it. That was wrong.
Yeah. All right. So we definitely, again, appreciate y'all tuning in to our weekly pick show. We got another new segment coming next week called Welcome to the Trap. Mm-hmm. So be on the lookout. Be prepared for that. Anything else you want to leave the people with? We got baseball playoffs coming up soon. Next week.
Yeah. I rock with the baseball playoffs. We're going to see. We're going to talk about that. And at some point in the next couple of weeks, we got to get a basketball show in because the season starts.
Yeah.
October 17th, I believe.
It seems like we just stopped talking about basketball. And even every week we try to not touch on basketball, something is happening. So basketball been rolling. So it's going to start back up middle of October.
Yeah.
But, we're going to see. So, hey, tell them where to reach you at on social media, man.
You can reach me at Rike6000 on Twitter. Holla at me. I talk sports.
All right. And you can reach myself at Diego Barish. Also, don't forget to reach us on any social media platform. You can reach us on Twitter, IG, Facebook page. That's at AA Sportscast. Also, don't forget when watching these videos, man, watch, like, and hit that subscribe button on that YouTube channel. And for those of y'all that always listen to us on the Spreaker platform, we appreciate y'all. We hope you enjoy listening to us on the go. So don't forget to tap that little heart, hit that star so you subscribe to us and show us some love there. So for the 6-footing on the post-up champ, the Black Dominican Russian, the team of AA Sports, baby, straight sports, no chaser. Y'all enjoy this week of football and life. Have a good weekend. Peace.